So this video is a one and off, which means this is the only time I'm going to speak about this. Because I was told as a young man, by my dad, that there's two things that you don't talk about, which is always going to become an argument. One is religion, and two is politics. Now, politics, I could care two shits about. It's like you're a left wing and you're a right wing, and the same fucking hockey. Because if this was hockey, there should be a fucking goalie. I don't care about left or right or blue and red. It's who cares? They're all the things that people need to separate. Instead of saying you're a voter, you have to be a voter for a color now. It's stupid as shit. And all it does is blind people. When you think left, you think everything that all the left people think about. When you think right, you think of all what the people who the right think about. Who cares? How about you have your own fucking opinions? Like, really? It's the dumbest shit ever invented. My dad, he was a political guy. And the thing is, he didn't go to the extremes of what modern day people who claim to be political do now. My dad didn't unfriend anybody because they didn't agree with his views, and his friends didn't unfriend him either. It's the dumbest shit ever. You're gonna unfriend someone over someone that you're gonna see on the news for 4 to 8 years? Over a lifetime friendship, or even just a basic friendship that you guys maybe see at work or see in passing. You're going to ignore somebody or just disregard somebody? Now, I'm not the expert on this, but isn't the voting process supposed to be vote for who you want, not vote for who your friends want? Aren't you supposed to have your own right to your own opinion? Isn't that what I hear all the time? Voters should vote because it's their right to vote. Nowhere did it ever say it's your right to vote for who I want you to vote for. No. This is the same thing that goes on with religion. Oh, that book's right. That book's right. Oh, God never existed. Oh, that's... Let people believe what they want. Does it hurt you if someone believes in God and someone else doesn't? Shit, I've had many of friends who didn't believe in God, and I've had friends who do believe in God. I don't say, oh, because you don't or because you do, you're not my friend anymore. I have never once unfriended anybody over a political thing. But today, it wasn't even about a political thing. It was about a politician. And because I made a statement saying that anyone who laughs at this or makes a mockery of this, they have a special place in hell, which they do. If you are applauding people trying to kill people, you have a special place in hell. I don't care what color he supports, or I don't care what race, what right, left. Where's the fucking center? I mean, come on. That's actually a good... I didn't even mean to make that point. But everybody's talking about, well, I'm right, and I'm far right, and I'm far left, and I'm far left. Well, where the fuck is the center, the centerpiece to being in the center? There isn't. Because once you become a political mind, your mind is now gutted for the rest of your life, because you can only think one particular way. And if you find out your friends are on the other side or the other color, all of a sudden they're no longer worth to you. But they would be fully worth to you if they would agree with everything you said. Now, I meant what I said. I don't give a shit about left and right. I don't give a shit about red and blue. And you shouldn't either. We have a short time on this earth to get to know people. Here's a scenario for you. What if you found out that your dying relative was voting different from you? They have a couple months to live. What would you do then? Oh no, you can't back down now. You already said that anyone who doesn't agree with you needs to get off your Facebook or out of your life. You can't play favorites. So you're gonna let that person die because they didn't agree with your views. I want you to take your mind out of the fucking politics or out of the fucking religion and think with your own mind. And think how disgusting that is. I'll even put it one step further. It's your favorite relative. The one that you always looked up to. The one that you wanted to emulate. And you find out now they're voting for someone else than you. You can't say anything. You can't say that they'll still be your favorite relative because you've already made a stand that anyone who votes not with you, you can get rid of. So I want you to think about that, and I want you to live out that situation at some point in life. I'd love to see what the results are. I wish I could be a fly on the fucking wall. Because me? Oh, here's the other thing. Because of my statement, I'm automatically assumed that I'm supporting MAGA. Where do all these fucking shortened words come from? Oh, because he said, make America great again. So let's just reduce it to MAGA. And greatest of all time is now GOAT. This country's shit. It really is. Now, notice I said the country. I'm referring to people's thinkings. How people function in their heads these days. Because I, by my mother, by my father, by my sisters, was taught to love everyone equally. And that's what this world is not capable of doing anymore. We went through this years ago, 4 years ago exactly, where I started seeing everybody, oh, you can't be my friend because you like this guy, or you can't be my friend because you like this guy. When did we all become fucking children? I thought the point of getting older was to have more sensible minds. These are like these political people. You think like kids in a sandbox. Oh, mommy, he took my toy. Fucking disgusts me. It really does. And I'm going to get a lot of heat for this. I don't give a shit. Just sick and tired of people being put in a box for their opinion. Honestly, this country would be better off without politicians. But then people would find something else to bitch about. Because that's what this whole world is about now. But you have to think like me or you don't have the right opinion. Disgust me. I can honestly say that's the only thing that makes me ashamed. Is how we're told to be a robotic toy and think like everybody else. No one's fucking changing me. You don't like what I have to say? There's an unfriend button. I never begged anybody to like me. I'm a likable person. I'm not a likable person when someone puts me in a box. Fucking, I swear. This is the only thing that gets me this heated. Like I said to someone, I don't care about anything political. I care about human life. Hell, I've been stabbed up close. And you know what wasn't on my mind? Thinking about how to kill that motherfucker. You know what was on my mind? Thank God I'm still alive. I didn't have any hate. Was I upset? Yeah. Being left on the ground bleeding? Wondering if I'm going to make it to the hospital in time? Sure. But the last thing I was thinking about is where can I find that motherfucker? Because I'm going to get him back. What's done is done. I've always helped people. When people needed money, I was there. I didn't care who you were. I gave somebody. Let me tell the quick story, and I'm not going to name names. But there was 7 years ago. I used to know this guy. Him and his girlfriend were homeless. Him and his girlfriend didn't have a place to stay. Him and his girlfriend were in a town that they weren't very familiar with. Got thrown up by friends. I hardly knew this person. I known them like through other people. But they were asking when people, can you spare $25? Can you spare $30? Because they were trying to build up enough money to find a motel room for the night, so they could figure out what their next move is. I asked them, what town are you in? I looked through the internet. Yes, we had Google searches back then. I don't think they would call it Google. I think I looked through Yahoo. But anyways, point being, I found a motel that was about a mile to a mile and a half where they were. I got back to them. I said, do you think that you can make it to this location tonight? And I talked on the phone. I heard them asking some people, where's this street, blah, blah, blah. And they said, yeah, if we start walking, we can get there in a little bit. Fine. Called the motel back. Now, the motel didn't have to do it, but I explained the situation, and I gave them my card information, which, you're not supposed to do that. But I even told them, like, I'm going to be monitoring my card, and you better take out the days that I requested. I set them up in a motel for 3 days. If I remember right, the fare was about $90 a night, so $85 or $90 a night. Do the math. 3 days. I called them back. I said, okay, you're all set. I said, have them call me when you arrive. Got a call. They put it through. I checked my card. Clear. I asked them to rip up my information now. They did. I couldn't confirm it till the next day because obviously it was stupid to do, but that's kind of how I am. For 3 days, they had a place to stay, and this place supplied a continental breakfast, which they actually had more than just a continental, because if anybody knows a continental, it's not much. But they had like eggs and bacon and muffins, and so for 3 days they were fed. They were sheltered. Three days later, I got a call, and they both were still crying on the phone, thanking me that they were able to get in contact with the girl's parents, and they I think it was, what's it called when they money, like a money order thing, like not American Express, but you know when people send you money, I can't remember what they used to call it, but they picked up the money at like a local supermarket, and they actually went home. Those 3 days were enough for them to get their lives back in order. I've given people money for medicines, for bills, for Ubers. Several people. If I had to put a number, near 100 people that I've helped out in some way or another. I didn't care what religion they were. I didn't care who their political heroes are. I did it because it was the human thing to do. Because guess what, people? You may believe in that red, you may believe in that blue, but guess what I believe in? The blood under my skin, because it matches everyone else's blood. This may be one of the longest videos I've done, but you know what? It's something I believe in. Honestly, I couldn't care who's in office. Honestly, I couldn't care who wins the next election. Honestly, I couldn't care if you believed in God, didn't believe in God, believed in whoever. I don't care. Because that's not what makes a person. What makes a person is helping other people in need. That's what makes a person. And I am damn proud to have helped those people. And some of them even didn't even thank me. But you know what? As long as I help them in that moment, that's all that can matter to me. I don't want recognition. I told you this story because that's who I am. I'm not a MAGA because I made that statement. I'm not a lefty. You know what I am? I'm Rob. I'm making my own race. There you go. The Mahoney race. Anybody wants to jump on the good bandwagon, that's where you go. Maybe I'll fucking run. Maybe it's about time just a normal person is in office instead of someone who already has their mind twisted to what the left side wants or to the right side wants. Maybe someone needs to be in the center. Maybe I'll start that race. The center race. No. Because somehow that will get twisted by people too. Oh, you're not right, you're not left, you're the center. You know what? Y'all think how you want to think. I'm in no position to change your mind. What I'm going to keep doing is what I keep doing best, and that's help all people. You guys keep doing what you want to do. Maybe one day something bad may happen, and you have to make a decision on if you want to support that person because of their different beliefs, or you want to just betray them. I hope you choose the right one. Hope you choose to support that person. Like I said, this is the last and only time I'm going to talk about this. Leave what comments you want. If it's a negative comment, I'm just going to like it. If it's a positive comment, I'm just going to like it. Like I said, I can't control what you feel. But what you do feel is already controlled as it is. It's controlled by the government. And that's one thing I'm glad that doesn't control me. Much love.